I grew up with a mom who, from my childhood, I always noticed that she liked to look on point. She always looked put together, always had her red lips going on, and even till now. And I was always intrigued, like, how did she do it? I will go to her room, play with her powders, her lipstick, and I'll make a mess of myself basically. So I was very intrigued right up to my days back in KNUSD. I started, looking at magazines. I would see really colorful makeup, especially from the Nigerians. They really love a lot of, colorful makeup, and I was intrigued. I would try, and I'll make a mess out of myself, and I got very, very disappointed. So I decided that mine was my lip gloss. I would just put on my lip gloss and I'll be good to go. So after my national service, when I had the opportunity to travel abroad, I started looking again at magazines, reading makeup books, and also watching tutorials online. And then I started practicing. I began to understand how everything worked together to create a very perfect finish. I still practiced on myself, and there was one time I had the opportunity to do for a friend my Polish friend on her wedding day, and it turned out really, really nice. I mean, it was better than I even thought, and the compliments and everything was very rewarding. So I started, being more serious and thinking of ways of, making it look better. I came back home, and there was the question of, should you or should you not? Should I or should I not? And I was confused because, one, I didn't know how the Ghanaian makeup industry was all set up like, and two, I didn't have the confidence in myself whether I would excel at this. And my very good friend Michael Oforiado, he really talked to me, and he spoke with me and tried to encourage me. I see what you do. If this is what you really want to do, why don't you give it a shot and see how it goes? And at least you can later say to yourself, I tried and it didn't work out, than to say, oh, I wish I would have. So he decided, we started. I didn't even know how to call my company. I remember it was a Sunday morning and I was lying in bed. I tried looking on the internet for possible names. All I knew, I wanted beauty, because that was what the whole thing was about. He scheduled my first photo shoot, designed my call cards, and designed my webpage basically. So it started from there. I started doing makeup free for my friends, and my friends will come that practice on me, and then it will be really good. And they spoke to me, they encouraged me to take it up further. I set up my Facebook page, and then I started getting likes, and people would say, oh wow, this is good. And then from there I started getting a few clients, and they would also recommend me to their friends who also thought my work was really great. I had the opportunity to work with Princess Ghana for their launching of their fabrics, and through that I got the opportunity to also work with Ifya the musician, and that was really, really cool. It really made me enjoy my work. So that is how I started, and I thank God for how far He has brought me.